Really a top G. Bro, big. The loss of ESL impact is terrifying. Overnight, countless women lost their job security, their community, and their vision for a future in Counter-Strike. There is much to lose, but more to gain. Let's see. This is a 3-minute video from Big.
I couldn't get my phone.
Wait.
First, when I saw the announcement from ESL Impact that they are shutting down the project, I was really sad, but also shocked. Like I couldn't get my
I'm
thoughts
shocked
together,
as well.
kind of.
I'm really shocked. Why would you shut down ESL Impact, ESL, after you got so much money from Saudi, right? You were bought for 750 million ESL and 700 million Face It, right? After this, you shut down FPL, FPLC, and you shut down ESL Impact. Why, bro? The numbers of people watching CS is bigger than ever. The amount of people playing the game is bigger than ever. Why would you now have to shut this down? I think bigger numbers, more people, more Gamba sponsors is good, bro.
Because it was such a huge part of my life, and from nowhere I had to come up with new ideas how to develop, basically, and how my life gonna go.
My first feeling I got when I heard that ESL Impact is not gonna continue was I was pretty empty.
The thing is, they're losing their job. All these girls, they lose their job. No more job, no more money, no more salary, no more nothing to play. And now they need to play in the male leagues and in the male tier. But even male tier, they can't play because tier 2, tier 3 is match fixing, cheating, a lot of teams doing shady stuff. And to get to tier 1, it's impossible now for them to do that because of the Versa points. So, literally, GG. And this is what I've been saying for the last 2 years. Eventually, we're gonna get to the point where we won't have people for tier 1 because tier 2 will simply be like it is now, mostly cheating, match fixing, and no money. It doesn't pay off. There's no profit in investing in tier 2 when it's so corrupt and broken. And then you don't have the players growing into tier 1 to get to tier 1. So eventually we're gonna get those corrupt and shady people in tier 1 when all these current pros retire. And to me, the most alarming thing is we have so many tier 2, tier 1 pros now that don't even have like 5,000 followers. Guys, I'm running $55,000 per month. You have in leaderboard, so if you love Gamba, there's 3 leaderboards down there that you can check on my website. So check that out in the pinned comment. And now let's get back to the video. So which sponsor will sponsor any of these players who don't have any following and nobody's following them? Everything's kind of strange to me. We're getting high numbers of viewers, high numbers of players, game is popping, everything's good, but there's less and less and less people following any of these pros on Twitter, Twitch, or Instagram. I don't know how you're gonna attract sponsors if you can't give them marketing. How are you gonna market those sponsors that are sponsoring your team?
Got filled with anxiety because I know it's gonna be hard for female CS to continue without ESL's support.
For me, it's like, it could almost be like the end of my career. Like, I don't know.
I cannot imagine me being a different place right now. Like, CS is my whole life, so yeah.
It created some healthy, I would say, environment for women to compete against each other and to not feel pressured or to not feel like some sexy stuff like you feel on Face It sometimes when you play. It just gave a healthy environment to play and do not be scared to do what you want.
I think now future of female scene is kind of shaky because we don't know how it will go, but it's also normal.
Bro, I'll tell you how it's gonna go. There's no future, bro. It's GG.
Is a part of life.
This is why monopoly is bad. ESL had the monopoly with the female scene, nobody else was doing it. ESL has monopoly with Face It, right? So Face It doesn't even have to invest much or do much because there's nobody else offering it. ESL as well don't even have to run Impact or anything because nobody else is doing it, so they don't have to care. So the more companies you have making a matchmaking system for CS, for CS2, for whatever leagues for females, it's better for the scene to grow and develop because they have competition to perform who's gonna bring in more players, you know? Like now you see ESL is competing versus Blast, versus PGL, versus star ladder on who's gonna give the players better conditions for the players and teams to come to their tournament. So if you would have this same thing for Face It versus, like it was before, eSportal, Face It versus eSportal, Sevo and ESEA, it would have been good. But now when Face It has the whole monopoly, it's bad for the consumers and for the players.
So now basically we need to focus on like good things. We need to maybe manifest and hope that
Yes, manifest is gonna really help.
ESL Impact just left the gap for someone else to take this gap, like other organizers like Blast, PGL, I would say. So we cannot do much. We need to just stay positive and stick to our beliefs, which we created throughout the years.
I don't know, actually. Without ESL Impact, it will be, of course, tough to have other tournaments, I would say.
You know what? I know what they can do. Easy fix. Valve force all these tournament organizers who make male tournaments to have to make as well female tournaments, at least one per year. So not to make 50, just one per year. ESL has to make one tournament for the females, PGL has to make one, Blast has to make one, Star Ladder has to make one. If there's a tournament organizer who didn't make a tournament for the females in that year, he cannot get a major. So they have to give back to the scene. You want to get a major, you have to make one tournament minimum per year for the females. That would make females have 4 tournaments per year, LAN tournaments, which could be together with the male tournaments running at the same time. You have the male tournament, the female tournament can be like you have the show matches, right? You can make as well like that playoffs and finals for the females, but have the females play it online until playoffs and finals, and then the playoffs and finals are on LAN prior to the male players there. And then you have every tournament organizer having to do one tournament for the girls. 4 tournament organizers you have who are big, PGL, Blast, Star Ladder, ESL, force them, Valve, to make as well a female tournament for the girls. And there's your fix. Girls get 4 tournaments and make it that it has to be a 50k prize pool, so it's not something huge. And then the girls have to stream more, play more online these group stages for the playoffs and finals, and give them 50k, and then force the girls to stream more their gameplay and to build a bigger following. And there you have a easy fix for the girls, and they have 4 tournaments to grind for.
But I'm just hoping for the best for us. Just
50k is not a lot. If you can pay charge 1,000 euros for one entry ticket on your tournament ESL, then every tournament organizer can put on the side 50k to do that for the girls, and make 4 of those, 200k per year, plus sponsor salaries and everything. They can survive.
Tournaments, LAN finals, it's really fun to play there. So I'm just hoping for more tournaments, maybe from other organizations.
If I could send one message to ESL Impact, well, first I would just thank them because they've been here for us and they tried to make it possible for so many years.
ESL Impact shaped a lot of women Counter-Strike.
It has just been amazing being a part of it. So it's very sad to see it end.
Good video by Big.
I don't know what's gonna be next, but yeah, I just hope for the best.
Thank you.
Save emails, yes. I gave you an idea how to save it, but nobody's gonna do it.